please. Yeah, the technical difficulty was I hit for kids, and if that happens, you guys can't comment. So my bad. My bad. I want to be able to listen to you guys' comments. So sorry. Nobody's perfect though. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Yeah. Switch back to the dog. No, I don't want to retouch. Sorry about that. I pushed the wrong button. You guys weren't able to comment, but now I got the right button pushed. So, if you were trying to leave comments, it was my bad. I apologize. Went to this party tonight. Kind of like a Father's Day party. It was really boring. They're good at drinking. That's one thing they're all good at. And when I'm sober, and they're all great at drinking, and they're all repeating themselves. And they're my friends, don't get me wrong, I love them all, but oh, it's so annoying listening to people just repeat themselves. Oh, and they say it over and over again. And they spit on you while they're talking. They don't mean to spit on you, but they do. I feel like, say it, don't spray it. And they get right up in your face. And, I love you, man. I love you too, man. You don't have to say it like that. Oh, boy. Ray Trends, Dale Shady. How was the Father's Day party? Ray, I'm a sober person, and I don't mind people drinking, but they were all flashed, buddy. And they were repeating themselves and spitting on me, not like on purpose, but when they try to talk to you, you know how when somebody tries to talk to you, they spit on you? So it was kind of like one of them parties. And I appreciate it because they were saying all nice things, but I couldn't wait to get out of there. Plus my dog. I don't like leaving my dog alone. I can't bring the dog to the party. One dude's allergic to him. I think he's just really terrified. So, yeah, the party was okay, but I couldn't wait to get out. Thanks for asking, though, Ray, because that means you're paying attention, and that's very important. So, yo, man. How's it going, brother? Man, my brother from another mother. Do you like the fireworks I was shooting off tonight? I can't wait to make more firework videos. I really get my jollies out of doing that. You know, it's one of the things I actually know a little bit about, and I feel like that I actually have like a little bit of authority. You know, at least I know what I'm talking about when it comes to that. Thank you. I'm glad you like that. I think the next time I'm going to prepare like a bunch of devices, like a couple mines, like repeater devices where you just light one fuse and a bunch of mines shoot up into the air, more like tiny mortars. And I'm going to make like a couple spinning. I'm going to have them all ready. And then maybe like for like the first 15 minutes, I'll explain how I made them. And like for the next 15 minutes or half hour or whatever, I'll just shoot them off. And now that it's getting closer to 4th of July, I think I can get away with that. So, yeah, I have a lot of fun with that. You know, I like sharing my knowledge. A couple of them guys that were interacting with me had names in their handle. Like one dude called himself Pyro. So I know he likes fireworks. And I was checking out his channel after I got offline. Thank you, it is cool. And I was checking his. Whenever I get new subscribers, I like to see where their heads are at. And I was checking what they were looking at. And one guy, that one pyro dude, he had cases and cases of store-bought fireworks. Gustavo, Sasha, Gustavo says hi. Yo, 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 Gusto, I'm walking the dog, brother. That's my Catahoula, and he always takes off right about here. So I'm not going to make the same mistake I made last night, where he took off from me, got all tangled up in the trees. I had to go in there and untangle the leash, because he ripped the leash right out of my hand. And then I finally got my act together, and I got home, and the leash was so soaking wet that I stuck it in the toaster oven to dry it off. What do you think of that? And I started burning the plastic, but I dried it off and it worked. So now I'm walking with everything's cool again. So yes, Gustavo, Sasha, yo, 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 I'm in Pennsylvania. We get nothing but rain here for the past, I can't remember. I don't think it hasn't stopped raining in like weeks. We get a couple sunny days in between, but for the most part, I'm on my third pair of shoes today, Gustavo and Ray. I'm on my third pair of shoes because the other ones are soaked to the bone. I'm actually wearing boots. I did the smart thing. I got boots on for once, so I could step in puddles and all that, and it's not going to matter. Gustavo, you should have seen my fireworks when I was live streaming a couple hours ago. I was making rockets, my man, and they all worked out well. So if you like fireworks, and you should tune into my channel every now and then, because I don't buy fireworks from the store. I make them myself. I consider myself an amateur pyrotechnician, and I like to whip out rockets and fireworks, and I like to teach the people who are watching my live stream how to do it so they know how to do it. So I definitely get my jollies that way. Ray was watching, and a couple other people were watching. The dog's hot on the trail right now. I don't know what he's hot on, but he's gonna, as long as he has fun, that's all that matters. All right, come on, mister. Look, he sees deer. Look, he gets all excited. There's something out there that gets him excited. I don't know what it is. Well, it's probably deer. I hope it ain't like, you know, Bigfoot or something, but yeah, it's probably just some deer or something, or he sees a squirrel or a rabbit. Haven't seen any bear yet this year, but I make too much noise. That kind of wildlife would head the other way. They see a 100-pound dog and a human talking out loud. I don't have to worry about any black bear, I don't think. Unless I'm around its cubs, of course, and then I might have to worry. But usually this time at night, they're tucked away in their den. The bears sleep at night. They're not nocturnal. Not like a bat, not like a nocturnal bat. So yeah, this is my normal gig. I usually live stream for a couple minutes right before I go to bed. Usually around 11 o'clock at night, I walk the dog around the lake and I yuck it up with you guys. Yo, yo, yo. Keeping it real with Ray Trends and Gustavo Sasha. Yo, yo, yo. Keeping it real. Always trying to yuck it up. Thank you for the like, you guys. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. It helps. I'm learning that it helps. And the hearts are flying. Yo, 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 man. What are we gonna do? It keeps raining and raining. I'm on my third pair of shoes in one day. Now I'm getting smiley faces and pretzels. Red pretzels. I thought that looked like a pretzel. I got it at the last second. But they're flying, man. They're flying around like my rockets, you guys. Yeah, I appreciate it. Oh, I just saw another one. Yay. You guys are the bomb. Yo, yo, yo. I always love yucking it up. with people. I wonder, I don't have many neighbors, but the neighbors I do have, they probably see me walking doing this every night. They say, what's this guy talking to, man? I don't hear anybody on the other end of that phone. What's he talking to himself? Little do they know I'm live streaming and I'm talking to all my subscribers and people who actually care, my important people like you guys. Yo, yo, yo. So I gotta watch where I'm going. Okay, yeah, okay, I'm still cool. So I'm gonna here's my plan. I'm gonna tell you my plan. I think every weekend, weather permitting, even if the weather isn't permitting, I'll just go in my shop and I'll make a different device, or I'll make several devices. When I say device, I mean fireworks, because a lot of folks seem to like that, and I want to please everybody, try to make everybody feel okay. And that's where I get the most views and all that, when I make my fireworks. So yeah, every Saturday or every Sunday, one or the other, I'll post it up ahead of time and I'll describe what I'm going to do. Like I'll say, oh, I'm going to make a rocket, or I'm going to make a pinwheel, or I'm going to make a mortar shell, or I'll make a mine, or a Saxon. I said that already. Or a tourbillon. These are all different names of fireworks. And I'll put slightly a little bit more detail in the description, so people that might be interested can tune in and see how it's done. And I'll try to go into more detail. I was telling folks on that last live stream where they could acquire their own chemicals and where they can find the literature if they want to start making fireworks on their own. You know, places like Fireworks Cookbook is a good place to buy your chemicals and your fireworking tools. And another website's called Skylighters. They're always good. You could actually call them on the phone, and the guy will talk to you right over the phone. And if you have any questions, they'll answer your questions. That's where I started when I did my fireworking. I used to call him up almost every day. I used to get the same guy. I even used to get his wife. They got to know me. Believe it or not, his wife was good at making fireworks. They were a good couple. And that was Skylighters. That was the name of that. And yeah, I'd call him every day and ask him how to do, what am I doing wrong? What am I doing right? I want to move it up to another level. What do I need to do? How do I make it more powerful? How do I make it more colorful? You know, happy horse poopy. Speaking about poopy, I cleaned up this whole lake single-handedly. I got all the goose poop up. I did it like 2 hours today. Nobody asked me to do this. I volunteered to do this. I put on my rubber gloves, and it's a dirty job, but I don't care. I live here. I want to keep this lake beautiful, not only for myself, but for everybody else who comes down to fish and all that. So now they don't have to worry about stepping on goose poopy or anything like that, because good old Richard got in there and cleaned it all up. And got a couple 5-gallon buckets full. Okay, I'm grossing you out, but at least the lake's clean now. Mister, you went to the bathroom. Now we got to go back home, son. I know you would walk me to the other end of the earth if it was up to you. You would take me to the other end of the earth. Dog's name is Roni, for anybody new to the channel. R-O-N-I, like macaroni, rice-a-roni, the San Francisco treat. Yeah, I named him Roni. And he's a Catahoula dog. He doesn't listen to a damn thing I say. I think all Catahoula dogs are like that, because I've had other dogs and they were very obedient and they want to serve you. They'll get you the paper. They'll sit down, roll over, give you the paw. This dog looks at me like I'm crazy when I give him commands. You know, the only time he responds is when I say, you want to go out? Or like, you know, are you hungry? You want to eat? And then he responds. Other than that, he's more like a cat. Maybe that's why they call him Catahoula's, because he thinks like a cat. He does what he wants. The dog does what he wants. He acts like a cat. Gustavus tick. Yeah, I pulled ticks off me, if that's what you mean. I didn't read that till just now. I sprayed his stuff, peppermint stuff, all over me. And it's natural oil, but it stinks to all high heavens. But at least the ticks don't get on me anymore. And I gave the dogs this stuff called Bravecto. It's an oral. He swallows like a pill. It's like a chocolate chewy thing. And if the ticks bite them, they die. So I don't know what you meant with tick over there, Gustavo Severa, but if you mean the kind of ticks that the parasites that suck your blood, I'm sick and tired of them. Because I do yank several off me every now and then. At least not anymore. I got this spray that stinks to high heaven, but it warms you up too. It's got like pepper juice in it or something. I spray it on like my neck, and my neck feels like I put Bengay on or something. My whole neck heats up. It's a good thing I don't spray it on my private areas. I don't want to heat them up too much. But yeah, it's kind of has a strong odor. All right, well, Richard's getting home. He's back at the basketball court, which is right out back of Richard's house. Love hearing from you guys, Ray and Gustavo. It's always good hearing from you all. I appreciate you all tuning in, but I'm done walking me doggy now. So Richard's gonna go in and retire for the night. And I do appreciate you guys. Maybe if you subscribe and hit that bell icon, you'll get notifications when I live stream. That's if you even care, but so yeah. I appreciate you. I really do. And to know that you're appreciated.